10 largest military vehicles in the world. Number 10. Mi-26 Halo. This is a heavy transport helicopter of Soviet production, designed by the Mikhail Mil Design Bureau and introduced into service in 1983. It is the largest mass-produced helicopter, with a length of 40 meters and an empty weight of 28 tons. The helicopter has a unique 8-blade main rotor with a diameter of up to 32 meters. It is equipped with two Lotaru D136 turbine engines with a power of 11,400 horsepower each, which allows it to lift huge loads. The Mi-26 can carry a payload of up to 20 tons, which makes it a leader in the payload category. The helicopter set a Guinness World Record in 1982 by lifting a payload of 56,768 kilograms to an altitude of 2,000 meters. The Mi-26 was responsible for military transport, evacuations, supply delivery, and humanitarian and rescue missions. In military operations, the Mi-26 can transport a unit of up to 90 soldiers or a variety of equipment, from trucks to combat helicopters. The helicopter was also used to transport large vehicles such as tanks and even planes. The Mi-26 was used during the Chernobyl disaster, where it was used to transport construction materials to cover the damaged reactor with a sarcophagus. Importantly, the largest helicopter is the Mil-Vada-12, a Soviet prototype heavy helicopter designed in the 1960s. It is the largest helicopter ever built, with a length of 37 meters, an empty weight of 60 tons and a height of 12 meters, which makes it more similar to the size of an airplane than a traditional helicopter. The Mi-12 has a unique design, with two wingtip-mounted rotors, each 35 meters in diameter, rotating in opposite directions. The Mi-12 could transport cargo weighing up to 40 tons, including strategic ballistic missiles and other heavy military equipment. Number 9. Tu-160 Blackjack. The Tu-160, also known as the White Swan, is a Russian long-range strategic bomber and the largest and fastest variable-wing geometry combat aircraft in the world. It was designed in the 1970s in the USSR by the Tupolev Design Bureau as a response to the American B-1 Lancer bomber and introduced into service in 1987. The plane is 54 meters long, has a folded wingspan of 35 meters and a folded wingspan of 56 meters and has an empty weight of 117 tons. It is powered by 4 NK32 turbojet engines, which enable it to reach a maximum speed of 1,380 miles per hour at high altitudes. The aircraft's range is approximately 7,456 miles without air refueling, making it one of the strategic bombers with the longest range. The Tu-160 is capable of carrying a variety of weapons, including cruise missiles and nuclear bombs, with a total weight of up to 40 tons in 2 bomb bays. Variable wing geometry allows for optimal performance both during high-speed flights and at low altitudes. Currently, there are 36 units of the bomber in service with the Russian Aerospace Forces, and in 2015, the modernization of existing units and the production of new units in the Tu-160M version began. Number 8. Zubr-class hovercraft. This is the world's largest hovercraft, designed in the USSR and currently used by Russia. It was developed in the 1980s to transport heavy loads, including military vehicles and equipment, as well as for operations in difficult terrain. Zubr-class hovercraft are 57 meters long, 25 meters wide, 13 meters high, and have a displacement of approximately 550 tons. Its design is based on air cushion technology, which allows the unit to float above the surface of water or land, significantly reducing friction and enabling quick movement. It can move on water, mud, ice, sand, and other difficult surfaces, making it a versatile means of transportation. It is powered by 5 turboprop engines, which allow it to reach speeds of up to approximately 73 miles per hour on water and 125 miles per hour on land. Zubr can transport loads weighing up to 150 350 tons, including tanks, armored vehicles, military equipment, and soldiers. The hovercraft can carry 3 main battle tanks, such as the German Leopard 2 or the Russian T-90, or 10 infantry fighting vehicles with 140 soldiers. If the command decides not to load heavy equipment, the hovercraft can carry as many as 500 landing troops. Zubr was equipped with 2 fully automatic 30mm AK-630 rapid-fire guns based on the Gatling design, 2 140mm MS-227 Ogon unguided rocket launchers were also installed. In addition, the crew has 4 9K32 Arrow 2 handheld anti-aircraft missile launchers at their disposal. Zubr is used by the navies of Russia, China, and Greece. Even though the hovercraft did not enter mass production, the Zubr remains one of the most impressive hovercraft. Number 7. Lun-class Ikranoplan. The Lun is a Soviet attack aircraft built in the 1980s, belonging to the class of flying ships that moved at an altitude of several meters above the water, thanks to the near-surface effect. It was part of the Elektroplan project developed by the Soviet Union as part of its naval strategy, combining the features of an aircraft and a warship. The Lun is 73 meters long, has a wingspan of 44 meters, and has a displacement of approximately 380 tons, making it one of the largest coolie planes in history. It was powered by 8 NK-87 turbojet engines, which gave it a maximum speed of approximately 342 miles per hour. It was armed with 6 P-270 Moskit anti-ship missile launchers, which made it able to effectively combat large naval units, including aircraft carriers. Its design allowed it to move quickly through the waters of the Caspian Sea, where it was tested. Due to high costs, complicated operation, and the collapse of the USSR, the Lun project was not mass-produced, and only one copy was built. Currently, Lun is located on the coast of the Caspian Sea, in Russia, and serves as a museum and a symbol of Soviet military engineering. There are also inaccuracies regarding the nomenclature of this screen, namely the term Caspian Monster. In fact, it was a completely different machine, a prototype of the Soviet KM military transport wing in ground, which was created before the Luni. It was first spotted in 1966 in satellite photos taken by an American spy satellite in the Caspian Sea. It was larger, and the powerful structure was 92 meters long and had a displacement of 550 tons. Number 6. C-5M Super Galaxy. This is a heavy American transport aircraft, a modernized version of the legendary C-5 Galaxy, developed by Lockheed Martin for the United States Air Force. It is one of the largest transport aircraft in the world, with the ability to carry huge loads such as military vehicles, tanks, helicopters, as well as rescue and humanitarian equipment. The C-5M has a length of 75 meters, a wingspan of 68 meters, and a height of 20 meters. The aircraft has an empty weight of 153 tons, a maximum takeoff weight of approximately 381 tons, and its maximum payload is 122 tons. The C-5M is powered by 4 CF6-80 C2 turbofan engines. Super Galaxy has a top speed of approximately 621 miles per hour, Mach 0.8, and an operational range of 2,980 miles, enabling it to be transported over long distances without the need for air refueling. One of the key features of the C-5M is its ability to load and unload cargo on virtually any surface, thanks to a unique mechanism that lowers the front fuselage and rear roof, which allows direct access to the cargo hold. The C-5M is only used by the US Air Force and is expected to remain in service until 2040. Only the Antonov An-2-25 Meria, a 6-engine transport plane of Soviet production, was larger than it, the longest and heaviest plane in the history of aviation, which was destroyed on the ground in 2022 during the Russian attack on Kiev Hostomel Airport. The plane was 84 meters long long, with a wingspan of 89 meters and a height of 18 meters, making it the largest transport aircraft in history in terms of size and payload. The plane had an empty weight of 200 tons and was able to carry loads weighing up to 250 tons. Number 5. Typhoon-class submarines. Typhoon-class submarines, also known as Akula, Project 941, are the largest submarines in the world. They were designed in the USSR in the 1970s, and the first ship was introduced into service in 1981. Their length is 175 meters, width 23 meters, and their displacement is approximately 48,000 tons. Typhoon was the USSR's response to the American Ohio-class submarines, which had the ability to fire ballistic missiles and was another element of the arms race during the Cold War. It was designed as a strategic submarine to carry and launch ballistic missiles, constituting an important element of the USSR's Cold War nuclear triad. The ship could carry up to 20 SLBMR, 39 RIF ballistic missiles, which had a range of up to 4,970 miles, giving the USSR a huge ability to launch nuclear attacks. Typhoon is powered by 2 nuclear reactors, which give the ship almost unlimited range and long-term underwater stays, with a maximum speed of approximately 27 knots, 31 miles per hour. Ships of this type could stay underwater for up to 4 months and submerge to a depth of up to 400 meters. Typhoon's staff consists of 160 people, including specialists in the operation of missile systems and sonar systems, as well as staff responsible for maintaining the unit. Interestingly, apart from the typical rooms on the Typhoon, there was, among others, gym, swimming pool, sauna, cinema, and aviary. 6 units of this project were built at Plant Number 402, Sevmash, the longest of which was in active service. The TK-208 Dmitry Donskoy unit remained in active service until 2023, serving as a test platform for newly developed Russian ballistic missiles. Number 4. Zumwalt-class destroyers. These are modern American warships designed for the U.S. Navy, known for their innovative design and advanced technologies. They are the largest and most expensive destroyers in history, with a length of 183 meters, a displacement of 15,600 tons, and a unique hull shape, with stealth properties that minimizes detection by radar. The Zumwalt class consists of 3 vessels: USS Zumwalt, DDG-1000, USS Michael Monsoor, DDG-1001, and USS Lyndon B. Johnson, DDG-1002. The first of them, USS Zumwalt, entered service in 2016. The cost of this unit was as much as $4 billion. These destroyers are equipped with the Advanced Total Ship Computing Environment Combat System, which integrates all ship functions, from combat systems to energy management. The key armament is 2 155mm Advanced Gun System (AGS) guns, which were to use LRLAP missiles with a range of up to 93 miles. The ships are also equipped with Mark 57 vertical launch system missiles that can fire various types of missiles, including anti-aircraft, anti-missile, and anti-surface ship missiles. The Zumwalt's propulsion is based on an electrical system with Rolls-Royce MT-30 gas turbines, which generate enough power not only for current systems but also for future energy weapons such as electromagnetic guns and combat lasers. These destroyers can operate with a minimum crew of approximately 140 people, which is made possible by the high level of automation of onboard systems. Despite its modernity and advanced technologies, the Zumwalt program was criticized due to its enormous costs, technical problems, and limitations in implementing the original combat objectives, which is why its future in the U.S. Navy remains a subject of debate. Number 3. K-329 Belgorod. This is a Russian nuclear-powered submarine that was designed and built by Russia and is part of its modern submarine fleet. It is the world's longest submarine, based on the ships of Project 949AM under the NATO code Oscar II, which entered service in 2022. The ship's modification included, among others, on the addition of a 30-meter-long section in its central part. This underwater colossus is larger than the legendary Soviet Typhoon, Akula-class submarine. The ship is 184 meters long, 15 meters wide, and has a full displacement of approximately 30,000 tons, making it one of the largest submarines ever built. Belgorod is specifically designed to house and operate modern Losharik class, Project 10831, midget submarines that can be used for special operations. The ship is also recognized as the first submarine in the world that can operate strategic missiles, including Poseidon nuclear missiles. Poseidon, also known as torpedoes of the apocalypse. However, the term nuclear-powered underwater vehicle is most often used. This weapon is intended to cause radioactive tsunamis that would destroy coastal cities and ports. Additionally, the type of radioactive material used would make cities flooded by such a tsunami uninhabitable for hundreds of years due to contamination. Officially, the Belgorod is described as a special-purpose ship. This means that its use can be much broader than just carrying weapons. This includes sabotage actions such as damaging undersea cables and gathering intelligence information. Number 2. Missile Cruiser, Peter the Great. This is a Russian project, 1144 Kirov missile cruiser, belonging to the Russian Navy, entered into service in 1998. The unit was named after Tsar Peter I the Great. It is one of the largest and most armed ships of this class in the world. It is a vessel with a displacement of 28,000 tons, a length of 252 meters, and a width of 28 meters, making it one of the largest warships ever built. The ship can reach a top speed of 32 knots, approximately 37 miles per hour, and has an operational range of approximately 11,185 miles, allowing it to perform long-term operations in open waters. Peter the Great is equipped with 20 P-700 Granite anti-ship missile launchers with a range of up to 373 miles. The cruiser is also armed with S-300 and OSA-M air defense systems, torpedo launchers, depth charges, and several guns of various calibers. Peter the Great is also armed with 130mm artillery guns, which are used to support land operations as well as fight against other surface units. Peter the Great also serves as the flagship of Russia's Northern Fleet, constituting an important element in Russia's arsenal of maritime deterrence forces. The cruiser can carry up to 700 crew, including sailors and officers responsible for combat operations and unit maintenance. 2 of the 4 Russian Kirov-class ships have been withdrawn from service. Currently, Russia has the Admiral Nakhimov and Peter the Great cruisers at its disposal. Admiral Nakhimov has been under repair since 1999 and is scheduled to be completed in 2026. When the renovation of Admiral Nakhimov is completed, Peter the Great will be forgotten. Number 1. Gerald R. Ford class aircraft carriers. These are the most modern and most expensive ships of this class, built for the United States Navy. These are new generation units, designed as successors to the Nimitz-class aircraft carriers, offering greater operational efficiency and lower operating costs. The first ship of this type, USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN-78, was commissioned in July 2017. The aircraft carrier is 333 meters long, has a displacement of approximately 100,000 tons, and a maximum speed of over 30 knots, 35 miles per hour, and thanks to its nuclear drive, the ship can operate without repowering for up to 25 years. It can accommodate up to 4,500 crew members and an air group of approximately 75 aircraft and helicopters. It is planned to build 10 aircraft carriers of this type, and another 3 units are to enter service by 2030. A key innovation is the use of electromagnetic catapults, HEMALS, which replaced traditional steam systems, increasing the number of possible aircraft launches. An automation system was introduced, which allowed the number of crew to be reduced compared to older units, which reduces operating costs. The ship has a modernized weapons and equipment transport system that speeds up the arming of aircraft and increases the pace of combat operations. Gerald R. Ford class aircraft carriers are expected to become the backbone of the U.S. fleet by the end of the 21st century, thanks to their advanced technologies and combat capabilities, while adapting to future modernizations. If you liked the video, leave thumb up and subscribe to the channel.